Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 14, part 2. Post and Pints alongside John Patrick Bigley. Again, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. My question, although I did want to jump in and just say that come this Saturday, the 23rd, is a 1-year anniversary of Dollar Hot Dog.
What a hot dog day.
Yeah.
I remember Justin slinging hot dogs. I'm talking, he was throwing
25
hot dogs to the Capos. He was throwing them out to everyone. I think I had like 3. He was literally slinging hot dogs.
Throwing them out to his toilet all night after the game.
Justin,
I just wanted to mention it.
I wish people could have seen what Dre just did. Just flinging out emotion.
We'll save the video.
Going back to space.
I'll never forget because Justin knew the next day I had work at like 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So he knew I was up early. But I got a text at like 3:30 in the morning the day after Dollar Hot Dog Night. And Justin's only text to me was,
I died.
The hot dogs beat me.
I'm not gonna lie though, I was very impressed with, this is gonna be a bit of a humble brag here. I was very impressed with my hot dog catching abilities on the perch mid-chant, because Justin was literally just throwing hot dog after hot dog at me while I was on the
Throwing
perch.
the meats.
Yeah. And I was just sitting there catching them and still keeping pace.
What's the line? What's the line from the Batman movies? It's not the hero we want, but the hero we
need.
Yeah. That is Justin on Dollar Hot Dog Night. Because we're about to walk down to the section, and Justin goes, "Hey, it's Dollar Hot Dog Night, right?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes,
right back upstairs.
Go back. He's like, "Go down to the seats. I'm gonna use the bathroom really quickly." And I'm like, "Okay, dude." So it's like halfway through the national anthem, and I'm just like, "Look, where the fuck is this kid? It's been like 25 minutes. 5 minutes into the game. 5 minutes into the game, he comes down with 7 full trays of hot dogs. And he's sitting here.
Awesome.
He hasn't even gotten halfway down the section, and he's like whipping hot dogs to Empire, whipping dogs to the Viking Army. He's sitting here like Oprah, like, you get a hot dog.
You get a hot dog.
I was like, yo, trumpet, you want one? He's like, yeah. I threw it right into the trumpet, you know.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, like, the best part was, like, Justin, like, would look at someone, "Do you want a hot dog?" They would go, "No, I don't want a hot dog. Here's a hot dog anyway." Like,
congratulations for getting a hot dog.
I bought $50 worth of hot dogs. I have 50 hot dogs I'm trying to give away now.
Here's the thing. The only reason why I wanted to mention it was, yes, it was one of my prouder moments at the Viking Army, but at the same time, your Instagram says bad at geography against modern hot dogs. So I figured I'd chime in with the hot dog thing.
My Twitter profile was also, my Twitter handle was also Dollar Hot Dog Warrior for 2 years prior to Dollar Hot Dog.
Until we finally got it.
Yeah, so I pushed for that for 2 full years and we got it.
Might be time to bring it back.
Yo, you know what?
Next we got to push for Dollar Empanada Night.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did change
They're
the
going
MO for that.
to charge you for the sauce. That's what
Boreas isn't ready. I'm letting you know right now.
not.
If they hear Dollar Empanada Night, they're just gonna be like, they're all gonna look at each other. The 2 or 3
You sold out. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. I'm willing to pay.
Where's everyone in? Why is no one in their seats? There's just a giant
Just a line
moving
around the building.
stadium over and over and over again.
See, I'm willing to pay for those empanadas, but their hot dogs are shit. So they should be $1. That's just my opinion.
That's
trust me.
absolutely true.
The
My
fact that
stomach agrees.
the fact that stadiums have the audacity, and this isn't just RBA, this is any stadium in the United States of America, has the audacity to charge $5 or $6 for hot dogs. Get the fuck out of here.
5 or 6? That's pretty cheap. How much?
I think the best was when Empire started chanting over to me that we love cheap meat.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
John, if you could change one thing, no questions asked, about RBNY/Viking Army, what would it be?
I wouldn't change anything about Viking Army. I love the way the club is.
That's because we already fired Reese Buckmaster, so there's nothing left to change.
No.
Wait,
I would very much like, and we didn't get enough of a sample size from this season yet, but from last season, I would very much like to see the Red Bulls start pressing again. There's nothing I miss more than that, like punch you in the face, kick you while you're down type of soccer that we played. And
But
we
you
just
know,
stopped.
of course, we go ahead and sell Kamar Lawrence, who's the punch you while you're down, kick you in the face player.
I think. I mean, overall, I think, and especially watching like old Red Bull games, like I'll watch highlights of like the old Derby games with NYCFC, DC, Atlanta. You watch those big highlight games. You see those like out of nowhere quick counterattacking goals after the press. The person who starts every single one of our high press goals is Tyler Adams. And unfortunately, I think they just, they tried with CCJ. They tried like, hey, this is a guy who will work. This is a guy who will fit into that exact same spot. And I'm not taking anything away from CCJ. CCJ is actually, I think, one of like the better players on this team. But I just think that we don't have that one unique midfield piece that like stops offensive plays. Like the offense is pushing forward. Tyler Adams just, nope, this is it. This is done. Steals the ball. And then one little outlet pass to Roy or one little outlet pass to Kaku. And then BWP's just got to find that little open slot. And, there you go.
We're not the same team.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. Not without Tyler. And Tyler was just amazing. And there's things that you can't replicate with him. So it does make it hard, but I still, that type of soccer just has a deep place.
More press.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. So I am very outspoken in this group when it comes to my love of a certain player. And everyone here already knows what I'm talking about. But I am a huge Kaku fan. I'm a huge Kaku supporter. And through most of last season, I got a lot of shit from all these guys about my support of Kaku.
I think he's a great
player. What do
you
think about him, and how do you feel about him as a player and on the New York Red Bull?
Me personally, I love Kaku.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
I don't know. I think
he's a fan of kids being beamed in the face with soccer balls.
That guy was like in his 50s, and listen, I'm sorry,
he's still not recovered,
he got
dude.
his red card.
I just want it on the record.
That guy shits himself every time he fucking sees a soccer ball.
No, honestly,
you know what?
I mean,
if fucking Connor Lade hadn't fucked up a pass,
don't you blame Connor Lade?
Oh,
hey, don't hate on my boy Connor now too. I was with you on the Kaku bit.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I was with you on the Kaku bit, but don't hate on my boy Connor, man. He's short like me.
Connor, I'm just saying that pass was a Connor Lade pass.
First and foremost, don't you dare blame Connor Lade for the fact that like Connor Lade didn't put a gun to Kaku's head and tell him to kick a 15-year-old in the face with a soccer ball. Okay, that was 100% on the fact that Kaku has. I just think it's with Kaku. He's a good soccer player. I'm not saying he's not a bad soccer player. I'm just saying he doesn't want to be here.
I think
highs and lows.
I think that's changed now and more recently, like
because he can't go anywhere.
Yes, that's because he realizes no one.
And we don't. And
no,
we don't.
It certainly did like earlier in the season.
We don't know. He definitely seems like he's there, and he definitely seems like he's the leader on the field that the team kind of needs now, and he's kind of that older presence. So
don't you wish your captain was the leader on the field?
Well, yeah. He only had 2 games, man. Like, come on.
I don't know.
And Luis was in goal. So, but Kaku, like, you'd really start to see him towards the end of last season, and even in the first 2 games, like you definitely saw him like directing players on the field and kind of doing his thing. So I do feel like he kind of slotted into that leadership role.
I will give credit where credit's due. I'm not a huge Sean Davis fan, but I will say that since being promoted to captain, the first 2 games this year, he did show some leadership, and I got to give him credit for that because I do not have high expectations for him, but he did show some leadership in the first 2 games.
Absolutely not. I'm calling BS Andre right now. We need to bring up episode 1 immediately. We need to bring up episode 1 immediately. You shit talk Sean Davis.
Bring it up. I guarantee you I said that. I guarantee you I said that.
No, we all agreed.
Someone fact check this.
We all agreed that he had a good second week. We agreed he had a good
Jamie,
second week.
pull it up.
Where's the fact finder?
Pull it up.
No,
Hey, listen, I'm the one who edits this. I'll go back. I'll find the clip and I'll insert it right here.
This is a Post and Pints flashback.
Final thing I want to talk about. Shout out to Sean Davis. Looked like a leader. Actually played like a leader. And you know what? He's someone who, you know what? If that's the way he's gonna play all year, he earned the title.
He had 2
as
saves
captain.
on goals.
No. There'll be no inserting on this podcast.
We all agreed that Sean Davis looked lost.
Talking about flinging meats and shit. Now we're inserting things. Things are getting out of control.
I'm saying in terms of showing leadership. I think he showed leadership.
Ooh, I think the red card's coming out, boys.
Listen. I think when it comes to Sean, I think he'll get there. Like I said, we only had two games for that. So
no one becomes a good captain overnight.
It doesn't happen overnight. And I think he's been around the club long enough to know these guys and know how to take leadership for them. So I think he'll do a great job in the future.
Kyle has the next pressing. See what I did there?
Ooh,
issue at this moment in juncture of time.
Can I just?
This is a hot topic.
Can I just
no,
grab
you can't.
I just grab my pork roll, egg, and cheese really quickly.
Oh boy.
Yes,
there we go.
You can.
You're saying the right words there.
I was about to say, I'm grabbing my pork roll, egg, and cheese.
If Jamie could hear this, she'd yell Taylor Ham from the living room.
Taylor Ham's the brand.
Everybody can be wrong about one thing.
They can be wrong about one thing.
I think my northerner girlfriend would call it pork roll also, but she's just not into like pork roll in general, which is probably even worse to be honest. But I think she's a pork roll.
Cut ties immediately.
Might have to rethink
Yeah, cut ties immediately.
All right,
honey, you're out. This is my place. You're out. I can't deal with this.
It is her place.
Awkward.
All right, well,
so
let's get
Kyle,
into
ask him.
Get into the shit show that we've all been waiting for.
God.
Does Central Jersey exist? Yes or no? And why is Shorts Guy wrong?
Everybody shut up and let John speak.
Yes, it exists. And Shorts Guy is wrong because he's from Sussex County and doesn't know anything. They don't know much up there. All right.
Yeah.
So listen, my beautiful wife, who's from Morris County, she knows, she gets it. She's a Central Jersey truther now, man. And you know what is even more impressive? For my entire life, I had always believed that Central Jersey was literally from the Raritan River down to 195. And that's it. That is Central Jersey. Jamie is out here expanding the borders, bringing it all the way up to 78.
Yeah, 78 or 80 is what I hear.
Said from 78 down to 195 in Central Jersey.
Perfect.
So I am all for expanding the borders of Central Jersey. And yeah, it exists. It's a very, that's the geographical line, but I think there is a philosophical line, which I have always kind of preached, that Central Jersey is the point where Guidos end up until the Confederate flags begin.
I was literally going to say that. It's where like New York City
that is Central Jersey. There are philosophical differences there.
And we haven't quite hit the South yet. Like I'm talking, when I say I don't mean South Jersey, I mean like the South. Like you might as well draw the Mason-Dixon line, you know?
Yeah. Well, people in South Jersey sometimes think that they're the South.
Yeah.
So
you know, you can find people in Salem County that would fit in better in Kentucky than New Jersey.
Oh, here we go. I'm about to.
Doesn't know what he's talking about. I love him. Like he said on his turn in the podcast, he's one of my closest friends. Love the guy. He does know what he's talking about.
Guys, do we have a running tally of all the guests we've had on? No,
so we're at 2-2.
So Shorts Guy was no, and then Adam from Sons of Ben was yes. Bigley is yes. Who else did we have?
We had one other person. Oh,
I don't think we've had another guest.
No, I think we've had.
I think it's 2-1 yes right now.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna look this up because I could have sworn that we had a situation where someone said that we no, Central Jersey does not exist.
Here's about their opinion anyway.
It was probably me during John's other podcast because I was moving. So I was just trying to stir the pot. We've only had
you were angry. You're angry at Central Jersey. Is that
Yes.
what's wrong?
Yes,
So Justin, why do you think it does not exist?
No, it totally does. It totally exists.
Okay,
That was,
all right.
I was just busting their
Just
chops.
making
right?
sure.
He wouldn't be allowed on this podcast.
Central
Just making
Jersey
sure
and it's
you're on the
fucking
same
pork roll,
page.
and that's the bottom
Thank
line because Stone Cold said so.
Okay,
There
I
you
thought,
go.
I thought this was the
This-
Central Jersey Soccer Podcast for the world. And
Let me check the logo. I don't see Central Jersey on there.
We can throw a link in the show notes to the hour-long expose Bigley is eventually going to do on this topic.
I will absolutely do it. I'll bring maps and all kinds of other geographical
These
tools.
things.
So actually, so funny enough, speaking of the pork roll and Taylor ham debate, like NewJersey.com. So the holy Bible of our state,
NJ.com?
NewJersey.com, they actually put on their social media that Central Jersey and South Jersey, so literally 2/3 of the state, it's pork roll, and only a little bit
That
right
blue
up
and red
top,
map, I saw that.
it's like Taylor ham. So if you think it's Taylor ham,
But
congratulations, you
here's
think
the thing.
wrong. But
That's an area comparison. If you look at population, 2/3 an area might be that, but the 1/3 population up there's a lot more people in fucking Bergen and Hudson County that are down south.
Dre's,
I'm a
Somebody
pork roll
named
guy.
Dre.
I'm a pork roll guy, but I just want to put
Just
the
playing
facts
devil's
out there.
advocate.
I'm
I
telling
want
you.
to put the facts out
It
there.
doesn't
I get it.
matter. It's just it's
Yeah.
to me if you say pork roll, you are supporting the general product of pork roll. If you say Taylor ham, you are just supporting the company.
Here's
that's just-
okay.
You know?
Here's
It's not right.
this split.
You mean
My
every car's not a
girlfriend-
Ford?
It's Taylor's pork roll.
Yeah.
So it's
My-
pork.
That's like going on.
My
That's like
girlfriend
going,
says up north they don't have very much Wawa. There's more quick checks. Like in my
That's
and
Wawa's
Kraus,
a PA
so
thing.
that's
Krausers
what's
and
wrong.
Wawa to me. Krausers and Wawa also signify like at least Central Jersey. Apparently North Jersey doesn't have very much Krausers. Maybe a couple Wawas, but not a lot either.
There's quite a bit. I deal with them on a daily basis. So for work, I deal with
They're
them.
getting up
No,
there.
fine.
Yeah.
There's 3 or 4.
They're
I'll
all
take your
listen.
word for it.
Below.
It might just be her town's a dead zone. But listen, I used to have this phrase where like my buddy and I, when we were teenagers, we'd be dumb as hell. We'd take our bikes and just ride like random roads and miles in certain directions and not knowing where we are. But we were always like, hey, if we still see your Krausers, at least we're still in New Jersey. You know? So that was kind of our thing. Krausers, I don't know if that's a Central Jersey thing or just a New Jersey thing, but Krausers is where it's at.
So yeah. At the end of the day, though, Central Jersey exists. It's just the way it is.
Easy.
My Twitter handle after Dollar Hot Dog Warrior was Central Jersey Capo for quite some time until it became Just Married Capo. Which currently, yeah. I also have a T-shirt from New Brunswick United that says Central Jersey exists on it. So yeah, draws a lot of ire from my ESC counterpart, Mr. Steve. So
Yo, I
But-
can't wait to bring
We gotta get
Steve
him on.
on and ask him the exact same question.
No, we don't want
he's
you to
just
mess with
he's
the
just gonna
ratio, man.
he's just gonna give me shit about it and call me an idiot. But you know what? I'm gonna just address him already. He was born and raised in New York. His opinion don't matter.
Wow.
You're not
Shots
even. You don't even count.
fired.
You're
First and
invalid.
foremost, well,
He was
hold on.
born
His
wrong.
opinion
For
is
legal, hold on.
invalid.
For legal reasons, Post and Pints podcast does not hate anyone from the great state of New York. We love everyone from the great state of New York. But then to follow back up into, don't you shake your hand?
We can do the legal disclaimer, but
There's
the
a
fact of the
couple I
matter
can
is
deal with.
their opinion on Central Jersey is invalid. It just is what it is.
That's absolutely.
You're not from here.
Yeah. He may live
Oh
in
my God, were you just about to do an entire thing,
I
Justin, where
was
you're
gonna-
not from here, so you could just get it?
Yeah.
You can just
Get the
really-
fuck
Jersey.
out.
but
Just get the fuck out.
yeah.
Kegerator, get the
They-
fuck out.
Did they? Hold on. But quick question, Justin, did they in fact take your jobs?
Get the fuck out.
Did they? Kyle, quick question, Kyle, did they take your jobs?
They durger. Now I feel like we have to like eventually cover the other heated debates that everybody always has, like Sheetz versus Wawa, New York
Oh.
versus Chicago pizza.
All right, so I'm gonna answer that as a Jersey boy born and raised. Sheets all day.
No.
Thank you, fucking thank you.
Like
Just
just
Sheets have on Wawa is just selection and variety.
their
They have a lot.
selection is fucking
I can't think
amazing.
the quality is worse, dude.
Oh my god, I love because like
It's like a fucking trucker's paradise, and I get it. It's all well and dandy, but they don't make subs like they do at Wawa.
Jamie
Alex-
went to college. Jamie went to college in PA, and I have friends that live out in State College, Pennsylvania, and I love driving out there, literally just for sheets.
Just
okay. Oh, we're on the sheets conversation.
Wawa is good. Wawa is good, but Sheets is on point, man.
We drive down to Atlanta and we try to only stop at Sheets.
Yeah.
I went to school in Pittsburgh, so I did that New Jersey, Philadelphia to Pittsburgh drive quite often. Sheets is fun. I like Sheets, but I'm loyal to Wawa. You know.
They also sell Alex. They also sell beer, man. Like, come on.
Okay, that's a state thing, you know. Okay, Bigley, to counterpoint on that, in Pennsylvania, if you want to buy a 6-pack and a bottle of vodka, you got to go to 2 different stores. In New Jersey, you get them in 1 store. So Pennsylvania
is a separate store from everywhere.
But they close at 10.
And they do.
Yeah, they go
it's actually funny.
I'm not
24/7.
I love Sheets as well. I spend a lot of time. I work at a PA like once a year or twice a year. And I go to Sheets. And I like it because they have the little fried cheese curd things. But in the household that I live in with Kyle, it's a very big debate because Kyle really fucking hates Wawa. So just to rub it in his face, I have to kind of
hate
Wawa. If Jamie
when you're at Wawa 3 times a day, every fucking day for like 6 years, yeah, you start to hate something.
But it's anything. That's fucking anything.
You can go any fucking where else, but you decide to go to Wawa 3 times a day.
God damn it!
Have you
what
met
happened?
my father?
Sheets has that boom boom sauce. I don't know if y'all had that boom boom sauce.
Oh yeah, that stuff's good.
That's just good. Yep.
I am Alex. I want to
50 cents extra for a cup of ranch.
Alex, I'm gonna let you know. You strongly have my support. That Wawa.
Food quality wise,
like Sheets is nice. I'll have Sheets on if I have the opportunity to get Sheets, I'll get Sheets.
Yep.
But I will never get
once a day, or how many times do you Sheets?
At least.
Welcome back to Dad Jokes on the podcast coming this fall, 2020.
It depends on how many $1 hot dogs I've had. That's
I only had like 5 that night. I died.
What's the official score here? We're 2-2. Dre, your vote.
Wawa versus Sheets.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going Wawa. I'm just loyal.
And Justin, I'm assuming you're going Wawa.
No, I don't care. I'm gonna call a draw on this one.
Yo, Justin,
the draw king, dude.
No, Justin's gonna be
Miami or fucking Nashville. All right, we're asking fucking Wawa or Sheets.
Hold on, Justin's gonna be that guy. Quick check.
No, that would be my wife who would say quick check, and she would be wrong.
Quick check,
dead wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
I like some things from Quick Check, but some
of your new sandwiches aren't bad.
No, some of them aren't.
No, that ghost pepper shit is.
First and foremost, Wawa pretzels are the best.
It's a good thing we talked about soccer and beer tonight. Thanks for joining us. Swinging into our last and final question of the night. It's a standard one every episode. What is pissing you off this week? Any takers? Because I'm just dandy.
Are you dandy?
I refuse to believe. First and foremost, the first thing I'm mad at this week is the fact that Justin is not happy about everything. You lying sack of crap.
Smile of yours.
Number 2. So if you're following the soccer world at all, a lot of teams, especially in England, which is the league I support, are going back to training.
Oh boy.
Something I wish I never saw with my own fucking eyes, my own 2 eyes. Things you like, the list of things in your entire life you just never want to see. Like, there's a lot of things on that list.
Making love, yes, that's one of them.
I found something there. Justin, I found something worse.
Oh boy.
Pictures on the internet are leaked from Chelsea Football Club's first training, and N'Golo Kante has hair. I don't want to ever see. Yeah, I don't want to see N'Golo Kante with hair. First of all, shout out to Shout out to my boy Mark, huge Chelsea fan who actually listens to us. He was like, yo, dude, can you bring up something for me on the what pisses you off this week? I'm like, what's up? He sends me a picture of N'Golo Kante with hair. And I'm just like, dude, I would have just any other picture on earth would have been fine. I don't want to see N'Golo Kante.
I'm super uncomfortable.
I felt weird. I felt weird.
I think Kyle's the only one that could appreciate this. But the other day I was watching AEW and Kazarian had hair, and I was like, Kazarian has hair?
Yeah,
what is this?
I was also uncomfortable there.
But, like,
I was like, what's going on?
This is my only argument with this. I get it that you can't go to your barber. I get it. Trust me, my hair is almost long enough to like bun. I'm telling you, and it's getting
long
pretty
hair. Am I right, guys?
I cut my own hair. I'm good.
But I'll tell you this right now, N'Golo Kante, your natural hairstyle is bald. Do you not have a razor? Just
Run
shave
with
your whole head. Like
No,
this,
he's been quarantined. He forgot to buy one before he got stuck at home.
so his face is baby smooth, but up top he's growing hair that no human has seen in the past.
Maybe he just had a
20
little
years.
bit of nair left in the cabinet. You don't know.
Oh.
There you
That's
go.
fair. Fair question.
Don't know.
Well, that's what's pissing me off this week. N'Golo Kante with hair, and the fact that Justin says he's not pissed off because I refuse to believe that shit.
I have one thing, but we'll get to me at the end.
Oh boy.
I retract my first part.
I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
An international man of mystery. I like it.
Yeah, it's just how I like to keep it.
It's good.
What do you, Basil?
Everybody keep gassing. Alex,
So this
Slim
week,
Shady, go ahead.
Slim Shady. I'm not standing though. But this week,
No,
I'm
I know
actually
you're
not that upset about anything. I'm not pissed off about anything. I'm actually kind of excited about one
Not
thing.
even what happened when I got home today.
Wow, that's a
I
good
feel
one.
like that's
Can we
Wait,
hear the
to
story?
change my answer. All right, so it's gonna be a two-parter now. So real
Just
real
went
quick,
from 30
something
seconds
I'm
to
really
3
actually-
hours.
I'm really
Oh,
like,
boy.
happy and excited about is with this whole Corona bullshit, and people not being able to do like fun stuff and summer coming up. All the comeback of drive-in movie theaters in like every town. I'm like seeing this everywhere. All over
Warwick just opened up the other week.
Yeah, Elsie. I heard there's one coming to Brick. I heard there's one coming to. I don't fucking know. I'm kind of drunk. But regardless, it's something that I can do outside my house. I'm pretty stoked about it. I can't wait to go to that. But back to what Kyle said. Fuck you for reminding me about this. I'm looking at my pet right now. So I have a pet rabbit, right? And his name's Bubba. Bubba's her fluffy pants. And he's cute and cuddly, but he's also a piece of shit and an asshole and a dick. Kind of like me. So today I come home and like I had to go into a Zoom meeting for work and whatnot, and I was rushing doing all these things. I go, where's the rabbit? Like the rabbit just runs around all free. And I screamed down to Kyle. Kyle's like, dude, I haven't seen the rabbit at all. So I lift my mattress because there's like a little nook in the corner, and then I lift my box spring and I see like feet hanging from my box spring, and my rabbit decided to chew a hole through the box spring. And
No, why did
jump
you not take a
in there.
photo?
No, there's photos. I'll show you. Jump into my
We'll
box
put him
spring
in the
and
show
gets-
notes, guys.
Oh yeah.
He got stuck in there because he's dumb and he can't find the freaking hole that he chewed through. So I could not reach the corner where he.
Gonna dig everything
the
out.
hole. So I literally took a knife and I cut a hole in the top of my box spring and I stuck like my face and my arm in there and I ripped this rabbit out.
Oh my
I had
god,
But like
It's a
box,
boy bunny.
yeah, I literally like block off like
that's hilarious.
crevice to the side of me. But I'm like, look, I'm staring at him. He's literally sprawled out, looking all cute and shit. And I'm like, I just remembered I cut a giant like 10-inch hole in my box spring to get you out today.
Oh god.
That's the
Bro.
dude. That's the stuff dreams are made of, right there.
I
That's,
love him to death. I love him. He's the coolest pet ever. But he's such an asshole. So that's it.
Who
Dre?
wants to top? Who wants to top that?
I think
is
I'm gonna be that guy this week, and I got nothing pissing me off,
Oh,
man.
got nothing to piss
I-
me off
dude,
this week.
What do you
I
do?
got Bundesliga's back. I'm still employed. My family and friends are happy and healthy. I literally got nothing to be mad about, bro. I got off this Friday. I got off on Monday. It's a 4-day weekend. You could
do
not
nothing.
piss me off if you tried. Like, bro,
Buckmaster,
I'm good.
Buckmaster, Buckmaster, Buckmaster,
Okay,
Buckmaster, Buckmaster, Buckmaster.
You have to remember, Justin, Buckmaster's not on my team anymore. I can't
Hold on,
even
hold on,
the
hold on,
best.
hold on, Dre. I got one for you. You and I talked about it earlier today.
Geez, don't start with this
No,
nonsense.
no, hold on. Dre and I talked about this earlier today, and this would piss me off if I was a Bayern Munich fan. You sign your goalie for the future. You sign what's his Nubel is
Nubel,
the
yeah.
Nubel. You sign this very young German goalkeeper, and you're like, "Yep, this is the guy. He's going to replace Manuel Neuer. He is the future. He's the future of the German national team." Bayern have put everything in place, and then today they re-signed their aging goalkeeper, and then it's just like,
Here's what I would have preferred as a Bayern fan. I know that they want to, strike the iron while it's hot and pick up Nubel, but Neuer is still – goalies can go 35, 36, 37 years old. Neuer has not shown any signs of wanting to slow down, of wanting to stop his career and slow down his career. We signed Nubel almost as a like, oh, he's the next guy, but like our current guy is not ready to retire. And the most wild thing about it is that they gave Nubel a guaranteed 15 games next year, which there's the bunny. The bunny's so cute.
He's adorable. How can you call him an asshole? Look at that face.
Because he chewed through
Look at that face.
No, John, if you look closely, you can see the hatred and malice in his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
He's evil.
He's giving you the side eye. That's a trick question.
But what the board did was they signed a replacement goaltender without consulting the current goaltender or without consulting the coaching staff because we don't have a permanent coach at the time. We just had like an interim coach. So it's a clusterfuck of a situation where now we have one world-class goalkeeper, one up-and-coming world-class goalkeeper who we guaranteed 50% of the games next year. I honestly think we probably threw like dumb, stupid amounts of money at Manuel Neuer to only play 15 games next year. Otherwise, he would have went to any top 5 fucking club in the world if he wanted to. You know, I'm not really pissed off about it, but because we have Bayern, we have the best of both worlds. We have the up-and-coming guy and the best guy. It's just who do we play and when.
And an entire Dortmund roster to sign people from.
Listen. If y'all want to listen to my podcast, welcome to the Bundesliga. I talk about Dortmund. They have the best.
There's the weekly plug of it.
That was a nice plug.
Waiting for the plug.
Every week, there it is. Just slide it in there, man.
They have the best fucking lineup. Like, honestly, their lineup this year on paper is fucking better than Bayern's is. But they can't hold on to stars, man. They really can't do it. And that's they're always down. Like, honestly, it's going to kill me to say this as a Bayern fan, but, like, if Dortmund wins the league at some point, maybe players would be like, hey, Bayern's a team I can make a career at. I wish Pulisic would have stayed. I can't, if Sancho leaves this summer, I can't see Erling Haaland staying more than one full season. Dortmund is an amazing team. They just have a problem with holding on to talent. But
definitely check out Dre's podcast. We appreciate all of his little tangent on Bundesliga. We'll add it to the show notes as usual. Kyle?
As much as I was tempted to go with my fallback answer of fuck Chris Armas.
It's a solid choice every week. When in doubt.
Never gets old.
I have a few. We're doing things a little differently at work this year because there's only 3 of us instead of 4 of us. So basically the way this works is the fat piece of shit that I work with gets to drive around, pick up material, and go do easy jobs while I bust my ass for 3 days, an hour from my house. So I'm just so goddamn tired all the time. Just thinking that I could be making more if I would have just not went back to work. God damn it.
That happened for a lot of people.
Coronavirus.
And then a little bit of that mixed with the fact that maybe, just maybe, I could have been seeing a soccer game this weekend, but we have people that think the Democrats are lizard people, but wearing masks don't work. So we're just still in this mess.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had like 8 things that pissed me off this week. I'm someone who goes to the gym 6 days a week on a normal week.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
Why would you want to be at a place covered in other people's sweat where nobody wipes that shit down?
I was about to say, first and foremost, if you've ever been to a gym, I don't care if you were swearing on. I don't care if you were swearing on the Bible. I'm letting you know right now, they only clean up after themselves like 20% of the time. So any surface
high estimate.
And on top of that, you got protein farts,
Dude, it's a petri dish. It's a petri dish. It's a petri dish of just nothing but germs. No, dude, honestly, if these people want to go and get themselves sick, that's fine. But I'm really upset with the fact that they're going to go home to their loved ones and get them sick.
If I wanted to do something as nasty as go to a gym, I would just go to ShopRite and lick a doorknob. It'd be a lot easier.
Doorknobs at ShopRite, Kyle.
And I wouldn't have to pay $15 to go lick a doorknob.
You wouldn't?
I don't know.
No, it's free.
ShopRite don't have doors.
Yeah.
I can find something.
They have automated doors. You'd have to lick the checkout.
Side door, front door. I don't know. I'll lick something.
Just lick the belt. You're good.
I gotta go piss like a racehorse. All right, Trey, give me a second here. John. What is pissing you off this week? Don't put it in the fucking teleprompter, and I won't say it. All right? Don't get mad.
Just because Dre say that, I'm pissed off that I don't have a podcast to plug. You know, that's why.
Start your own.
That's upsetting. I'm gonna have to start my own. I think I'll kind of piggyback off of Kyle a little bit. That I guess I'm getting a little pissed off at friends of mine on Facebook that I know barely graduated high school that are suddenly doctors and constitutional lawyers.
Oh yeah, everyone's a lawyer when they're
everyone's a fucking politician or a lawyer or a doctor.
It's pretty impressive to
2020 in social media.
Yeah, it's impressive to see how much they've learned over the last, few hours on Google.
Don't forget that Google search.
After watching Plandemic or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Don't forget that Google search is also more extensive than CDC research.
Bro, look it up.
Also, there's the fact.
I looked it up.
I watched a guy rent in his truck. I know what I'm talking about.
There's also the fact that nothing on the internet is a lie, so that helps.
No.
I believe everything I see on the internet. Okay.
Dude, I just gave my social security number to a Nigerian prince because all he needed was that. Now he'll be able to wire transfer me $100 million.
See, that's just being a good guy.
You gave him John's social security number.
So where there's a really upset Nigerian prince, nobody wants my money.
I will, however, plug the Supporters Gaming League because if people are looking for something to watch, a group of supporters groups from around North America did get together and come up with a Rocket League for various supporters groups. So I think we have 18 supporters groups from around North America. We actually have representatives from MLS, USL, and even Liga MX got involved. Right. So it's pretty awesome.
Do you guys have like a YouTube channel, Twitch? What's it at?
It's twitch.tv/Supporters Gaming League. You can also find them on Twitter at SupportersGL. They play games starting on Fridays and Saturdays. Fridays at 6 o'clock, and then Saturdays at 11 a.m. or 12 noon. I'm sorry. They operate in Central Time because the fucking Houston Dynamo guys, they're the ones that came up with the idea. So they need to run on Central Time for some reason, unlike the rest. Yeah.
So sorry.
Don't worry. We've been giving them shit the entire time. Yeah, Viking Army team's doing pretty good. We're running like mid-table right now against some pretty good teams. So
sounds about right.
It's a lot of fun to watch. No one's ever watched Rocket League. It's literally soccer with rocket-powered cars. So it's pretty easy to get into and have a good time to watch.
Plenty share of Rocket League in my life.
It's a great time. It's a great time. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I will plug that as a source of entertainment for people in these times.
Nice.
Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Kind of really was set on this one apartment. Kind of missed out on it. I guess that would be the one thing pissing me off. But that's
was it in New Brunswick?
Yeah. It's not anywhere near here. I'll tell you that.
Let me guess. It was the apartment on top of North Brunswick Pub, wasn't it?
No. He said South Jersey. Was it Egg Harbor? What? Just tell me the town, Justin.
Wait, there's an apartment. Wait, hold on. There's an apartment.
No, there's not. There's not an apartment.
I was about to say. I don't think it is.
No, but they are doing reconstruction on the pub currently right now as I drive past it every day. They're doing some stuff to it. This would be the perfect time to do it, to get that done, because they were talking about doing stuff and fixing that place up.
We need to get back into bars ASAP.
Well, shit. That's the end of episode 14, part 2. We, I think, all together appreciate John Patrick Bigley coming in live.
There it is again.
It's unbelievable. It's just fantastic for you to join. We appreciate you helping out.
All personal information, including but not limited to social security
number,
driver's license number.
I only gave the first 6 digits, and they were all wrong. Oh shit!
So we know
what recording. So now we know what digits are not.
I was just about to say. Now we know what digits are not correct. So we are one step closer, guys.
Fucked it up.
The world's most unhealthiest game. If you're listening and you can correctly guess John's social security number, we'll give you a prize.
I'll buy you season tickets. I
will buy them season tickets for life to shut the fuck up.
All right. Well, again, we appreciate you coming on. Thank you. I don't know. We're going to add a bunch of stuff to the show notes. Definitely check out the charity stuff that you work on, as well as supporting the Viking Army. Supporter section, Jesus, I am fucking whipped.
Before you finish it off, I got one thing I want to add.
Okay.
I just want to.
If you plug in your fucking podcast, I swear to God.
I want to thank you. I want to thank you for all the work you do as a Viking Army board member. We're all Viking Army members here, and we appreciate all the work you guys put in. We know it's long days. We know it's a lot of stuff. We know you don't get paid, so we all appreciate all the work you put into planning the away games, planning the home games, the TIFOs. So I just want to give a shout out to you and all the board members for all the work you guys put in, because we, as supporters and fans, really appreciate it.
Hey, you guys make it all worth it, man. I'm telling you, it's awesome.
Everyone,
don't cry, Alex.
Everyone except Kyle. Everyone except it's worth it for everyone
Who else would
except
put up
Kyle.
with me in a car for 5 hours?
I don't know.
I live with you, dude.
Kyle.
I don't know.
I live with you.
Kyle, that was 10 hours there and 10 hours back.
Close enough. 5 hours, 3 days. I don't care.
Altogether.
That was a long ride to Columbus, man.
Yeah, that was very long.
Sucked.
The weekend was fun though.
It was a fun time. Yeah, that fucking barcade we went to was amazing.
That was fun.
We went. Justin and I went to one in Seattle. It was fun. Cool time.
They actually had a Halo tournament going on.
They actually did. They had a full Halo tournament going on.
And they're all better than the one in Brooklyn.
It was.
All right, I think.
And on that note, thank you for being on our podcast. We appreciate it. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys later.
Awesome.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Post and Pints. If you want to join in on the conversation or follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, that's at Post and Pints Podcast. And remember, the banter is free, but the beer is not included. Drink responsibly.